there. Well, hello there, everyone. Chat, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We certainly hope to make it better with some OT Randomizer. Today's matchup in Group D is Chimpanreeve versus Papy Grand, the British versus the French, because that has never led to any animosity. And I'm Tobias. With me today on commentary is Gingersonny. Ginger, how are you today?
Doing really good, Tobias. Thanks very much.
Excellent.
Really looking forward to this one. Really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. It's Group D is just a group made for hype matchups. I can't put it any other way. This is Chimp's second match. He won the first one inexplicably.
That was quite a performance. He's going to need another one of them today against Pappy. I think it's quite an evenly matched race, and we're about to get going.
For certain. All right. You set us off. So we'll be going in just a few seconds, and we are dropping in Zora's River, just straight in the sky. Great.
I love that one. It's just materialize and drop into the water.
And Skullmask is dead. Good first hint. Let's see what seed you gave us today, because Ginger is doing double duty today. Not only is he on comms with me, he's also the race mod.
Yeah.
Or race monitor.
If anything goes wrong, I'm the one who's going to try and fix it. But let's hope that doesn't happen. And you don't need to worry about Chimp either. Like, he looked like he was delayed, but that was just for restream. He did start at the same time. So we're all good.
Rudo's letter? Or was that just a bottle?
I don't know, that could have been Ruto's. It wouldn't surprise me.
It kind of looked like Rudo's to me. We'll find out. In any case, it looks like Pappy is finding it interesting enough to grab a chicken and go back upriver. And I'm sure Chimp is going to do the same.
Even if it's a bottle, it might be tempting to just do it. Just get an early bottle. You never know if you're going to have to do a skull seed, and an early bottle will certainly help you.
Also, rushing ice.
And if rush ice is still a thing.
Rush ice is a thing that exists.
It's hard to say if it's like the S5 meta, because there is quite a few things in the meta that sort of seems to have come back around again in S5, but Ice Cavern and rushing it is definitely one of them.
The other one is, if you have the chance, rush GTG with nothing.
Yeah, and I still think Ice Cavern's a better play, because the ones that I've seen, GTG rushes, like so many times, GTG has just had nothing, and you spend so much time. But it's faster because you can peek now, so it probably is about the same time loss.
In my experience, GTG nearly always has something.
This is the thing about Rando, you just never know.
Rando is gonna Rando. Here's our second hint, and it is Fairy outside Hyrule Castle is dead.
It's good to know.
HC Fairy is nothing. As is this grotto.
Chimp taking some free cash on his way up the river, why not? Play the Sun Song to the frogs, get 50 rupees.
Why not? We'll take it. OOT is Minuet. Okay.
Well, that's good news to begin.
It certainly tells us that we're not AD locked for songs, so that's something. So that's all our three hints in Zora's River.
Yeah, we're probably logically AD at some point, as Chuckles is pointing out, but yeah, it doesn't look like hard AD for the song is not an option, which is nice.
Depends on where Saria's song is. Can be really easy to make it. That is definitely Rudo's letter. He spoke and then promptly got told it's an empty bottle. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, the way the light was refracting through the glass, it did look like it had something in it.
That happens so often to me. Oops.
I wasn't sure when I first saw it, but then I saw it again and I was like, oh yeah, that's Ruto's letter. Of course it is. And then it was like, oh, no it isn't.
And never mind. And it looks like Pappy, didn't quite make that chicken jump trick to get into Zora's domain without ZL. curious to see if he'll try again or if he'll just leave it be for now.
I think he'd probably give it one go, and then you're sort of at the bottom of the river. You may as well just sort of go do some other checks. I think at this point.
I think so, yeah.
You got your Rutos at least anyway, which is what you really went up there for.
Which,
I mean, yeah, handing it in straight away would be nice,
I mean,
but it would
you
still be out.
You got your bottle, it's not Rudos, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm being trolled by Hell Knight in chat.
It's been a
Thanks so much. Okay.
Nice.
Here is Chimp, who promised us terrible execution from the start in an internal chat channel. Immediately doing better than his opponent at one particular trick. Great. 40 is a piece of heart.
That's good.
That's dead.
So looking like a jet so far.
Why would you say something like that? Ginger.
It's sub 5 minute jet call. I know I'm just going to cause trouble for everybody.
This man is just out for blood today.
I mean, it's already been rolled, so there's really not much else that I can do at this point.
Commentator curse is a real thing, Ginger, and at some point you're gonna learn that.
It's like, is Pappy going for the nighttime skulls since the sea? You don't usually turn up here.
Yeah, sure.
So...
Since we're in the area, you might as well. We don't have Sunsong yet, so if time of day doesn't work out for you, you might as well get some skulls out of it. Oh wait, we do have Sunsong. I thought we had another song.
Yeah, I messed up as well.
Apologies.
It was Sunsong.
What we don't know yet is where Song of Time is, because that's what my note sheet says we thought was our free song earlier. But hey, makes... Oh, and we are starting early on meme percent. Chimp is extremely excited to find the Stone of Agony.
Punished for getting the trick right. It always feels a little bit bad.
Yep.
But at least it's information now. At least he knows not to bother coming back here until he's got Rutos or some ice. Shenanigans is afoot in a completely different age. I mean, I'll take some responsibility for the Suns one, because I did misidentify it before we started and thought it was Song of Time. So that's probably why Tobias thought it was Song of Time. So
that is true, but I won't throw you under the bus. Thanks for crawling under it yourself.
I'll take responsibility for that one. That's
Meanwhile, Melon tells us Prelude. So that makes the seed slightly more comfortable in terms of routing. How the hell did Tobias manage to get on comms today? Went into a Discord voice channel and there I was.
Woke up this morning and was like, do you know what? I'm going to commentate Chimp and Pappy, and it's going to be amazing.
Wait, Segway Speed Racer, you guys are getting paid?
Payment?
You're funny.
That's a banned word around here. Don't let HK hear you say that too loud.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to be banned from this Discord.
And so probably just sitting there on Malin is always nice. Always a nice time save the earlier you can get that. Was that the boom? Was that the banana? It was.
This time Hell Knight is prepared! I love it! And a bomb bag from Mido as well.
Bomb bag. Mido is packing today. Mido loves the DK universe, clearly.
That was indeed Boomerang.
Ironic,
And
because the last chimp battle came down to a casino for the boomerang, and this time it's just sat there in Midos. So
yeah, and I absolutely appreciate Hell Knight getting that sound effect ready for if and when we found that boomerang.
like, I don't know if you can cosmetic color the boomerang, but like it looked like a banana, so I don't know if you cosmetic colored it yellow.
You can cosmetic color it with certain randomizer branches, but not with the
not with the web
not with the one
online.
that we use with the web generator. I don't know if Chimp grabbed the seed and did his own customizations on top of it, like that color mod, but it's certainly possible.
Yeah, see, like the website generates it, but you can produce your own seed however you want.
Big chest.
It's a scale.
So the answer really is just go to Kokiri Forest and get your entire kit.
Yeah, Child 1 is pretty much set up with a scale, a boomerang, and a bum bag. You're pretty set for some exploring. Happy really chasing the skulls today. I'm already on 8, I think this will be. Whereas Chimp obviously hasn't had the opportunity. Just different routing.
Yeah, he's going to Kokiri instead. And Graveyard on the path to Volvagia, another target that is certainly going to be of interest to our runners, because it's low sphere. And most of the checks there can be had pretty early.
Has Dompe got anything for us? A hammer. I mean, that'll do it.
That'll do it. That's an easy fulfillment of that path hint. That's a hammer. Path hint's not beating around the bush today, it seems. At least not with this one.
Kinra also sellers, but 50 is dead, so 40 and 50 both dead.
50 dead was the hint that Chimp just found, I think. So it's not a skull seed. And that was in Lostwood's Bombable, I guess.
Must have been. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere else it could have been. It wasn't the Kokiri Forest one.
Right, Shieldgrave just had a small chest. Sunsong Grave has for us. Oh, Lostwood's Bridge Scrub, thank you. Small chest. And it is not useful for Poppy. And it looks like Poppy is already heading for Adult. Very different routing for our runners these first few minutes of the scene. And not heading Adult, but heading out to Kakariko, to Castletown and getting us some more hints.
Yeah, well, you're still Child. Might as well.
Market, Queen Goma. Fire Temple, Foolish. 30 is dead. And Shine Pot in Shadow Temple is dead.
Okay, so definitely not a Skull Seed, and not AD for the song, so that's promising.
Indeed. Well, market passed to Queen Goma, so something in the market has an item that we need to get to Queen Goma.
And it's not Richard today, unfortunately.
Well, can't always have it.
Happy not having that bomb bag means you can't do bomb tree bowling either.
I think Chimp picked the better routing for this particular seed. Doing a thorough...
I mean, with Midos being that stacked with so many useful items, especially child useful items like a boomerang and a scale, definitely prolongs your Child 1.
Yep. I mean, we've already seen River, it's where we spawn. scale, and... Oh! I mean, if that's your path item, that's getting kind of complicated. That was a hook shot on
Interesting.
child archery game.
K-Sword just chilling in the forest.
Ugh.
That'd be pretty nasty.
We haven't taken a look at our medallions yet. If it is, then I'm gonna bet that forest is a stone.
Of course, and it'll be on Phantom Ganon, consequently.
I mean, that is just tradition at that point. Here's Hyrule Castle hint. OG Seafood. Thank you, game. A 1 item, a 1 check hint. And Lon Foolish. Okay. That is great. I guess that's the hint Chimp just found, because I missed that. Lake to Phantom Ganon.
Interesting.
And outside Hyrule Castle, still dead.
So we got Vanilla Sarius at the same time, which means, yeah, Minuet is not going to be required. Even logically, whatsoever, I'm pretty sure.
Indeed, that means it's completely not logically required.
Fire, Shadow... Forest, DC, Deku.
Can't have fire. The fire medallion was the free medallion. Which medallion was the first medallion?
Fire. Fire was the first dungeon on the list, so that's the light medallion. Then it was Shadow.
But the fire medallion was the free one.
No, but the light medallion is Fire Temple, so...
Oh, I was confused. Apologies.
Yeah, it always lists the light one first, which always confused me for a while.
Anyway, yeah, SFM entrance as an adult spawn. That is... Oh.
Kind of centrally located for a couple of places, but...
It's really rare to see that.
It is, actually. Yeah, out of all the places, I haven't seen a Lost Woods... close to Lost Woods spawn for a very long time.
Chimp opting not even to peek the maze and instead to just run in there. Oh. Market still on the path to Queen Goma. And here's Song of Time for Puppy. Okay.
Foolish London, which, thanks game, very useful hit.
We've already checked all of it.
Dip into fire for forest first.
With that hookshot, that is a reasonable play to make. It's kind of the only play he can make with his items right now. Well, the other would be to dip into fire, but...
And the advantage of forest is that you can grab some skulls while you're here as well, without needing with just a
already at 10 skulls. And we can progress into forest somewhat. We get a key right in the first check. Medigoron has... Bigoron is a huge rupee, though dead.
Yep. If you want to get rich, you can do the trade quest, but I don't think that's going to be high on these runners' priorities.
Not exactly. Been peeking that big chest and deciding, yes, that is worth his time. And slingshot.
That's one check you can do that you couldn't do before. It's good to have. Just some money.
And Chimp is deciding to do Dodongo's Cavern, or not deciding to do Dodongo's Cavern. Why would he do that as a child? I'm sorry, it's a child dungeon, but we always do it as an adult. And here's another bomb bag for Poppy. He's gonna feel good about that exactly until he eventually gets to Kokiri.
That's an interesting place for it. Just sat behind the hook shop.
Ooh.
But it's not
and we are now significantly less competent than we were 30 seconds ago, because Google Docs, where we store our commentator notes, currently is just serving up error messages.
Oh.
Whoops!
Yeah, Google Docs might be having a few issues.
Oh! Are we doing it? Are we seeing chickens? We are seeing chickens on Restream within the first half hour.
That's fairly early. That's a rush chickens as far as I'm concerned.
Get those chickens emotes in chat, folks. 'Tis time for the eternal debate. Is chickens worth it, or is it just a waste of time?
It's a waste of time that you kind of have to do at some point, usually. Unless you just decide you want to hard avoid it.
Statistically, I think if you do it early, it's okay. It kind of feels like you have to do it, or it's just a reasonable check if you can route in some other Kakariko checks in the same time. Like, yeah, Chimp is probably already routed in Rufio, and is probably going to route in the Open Grotto and a few other places while he collects those chickens, so it's not that much of an extra time investment.
Yeah, it's only really feels bad when it's sort of 2.5 hours in and you're like running out of places and you're like, please don't be on chickens.
Please don't let it be that one check that I hard avoided.
Yeah, and then you have to grudgingly do it as fast as you can, and then it's still nothing, and then you get even more frustrated because it wasn't chickens.
Yeah,
you did them anyway. So yeah, you might as well just do it early if you get a chance.
When you have the chance to route it in a way that it's not just 2 minutes or 3 minutes even for one single check, then yes. And here's Boss Key for Poppy, and that's all he can do in Forest without a bow. Well, all he can conveniently do in Forest without a bow. As Chimp showed us so well in his last scene, there was one more chest that you could go to.
With 3 hearts and a no shield, it's challenging. But Chimp took on the mantle and braved it.
You just pull Rudolph's letter an hour and a half before your opponent.
Pappy deciding to play it a little bit safer and thinking, no, I've still got some other places. I've got a hook shot, I've got a hammer, I've got bombs. I've got over 10 skulls. There's loads of stuff I can do. I'll come back in a bit.
Yep.
Chickens for Lens of Truth.
Not worth. Well, it was kind of worth it actually.
I mean, we do have market, so.
Oh yeah, but
might have resolved that with
hook shot on the path to Queen Goma. Who knows? Maybe Kokiri Sword is just chilling at the end of Treasure Chest game. We're probably gonna find out before Chimp goes adult again. Or goes adult for the first time, in fact. Redead Grotto is... a tunic. Sure.
Well, there's Pappy getting his banana. And a bomb bag and sort of wishing he'd
bomb bag and yeah.
come here first, but
suddenly tells him, oh, that early forest dip might not have been such a good idea after all.
Yeah, he was probably feeling pretty big brained when he found that bomb bag. Now he's like, oh, there's just another one, just here's 0. Brilliant.
Fair point in chat, by the way. Of course, we still need magic to be able to actually use the Lens of Truth. Again, somehow they still let me commentate. Oh. Oh, wow, Hell Knight, ouch!
The burn.
Wow. Hell Knight woke up tonight and chose violence.
That definitely deserves a praise HK command.
Poppy thinking a bit about where to go next and choosing Goron City as adult. Those are new checks, we haven't seen those yet. Thing is, he can't really do much. Can't stop Link the Goron here, considering he doesn't have strength or a bow. And Dompe has a hammer for Chimp now. Oh. Somehow both of our runners seem to be interested in getting skulls out of the way early. I think both of them by now have seen all 3 hints about 30, 40, and 50 being dead. So they're just rushing 20.
Makes sense. It's either C's going to screw you by putting something important on 20, or you could just have peace of mind and know that it's not there. But either way, it's a good idea to rush them as soon as you know that it's not anything more. Yeah, we don't have one of those, Goini. Not today.
I mean, given your record so far,
I've rolled like
your
three.
Your seed is gonna find another way to make their lives miserable.
I rolled Hell Knight in an alright seed yesterday. It wasn't terrible. So sometimes I roll okay stuff. It's just for restream, it usually turns out pretty bad. But this has been fine so far. This has been pretty straightforward.
Chest by the way, and it is a biggie. What have we here? Strength. Oh, that's important.
It's very important.
Now, Poppy can. Oh, now I see why that chat has been telling me for a few minutes that Poppy actually can't stop Link the Goron because he has a bomb back.
2 of them.
That's just like your opinion, folks.
Yeah, Chimp really is actually rush. He knows that he's not been doing any skulls, I guess, so he's like, right, I need to catch up in case it is. Which is fair, because Pappy's already on 15, so...
Yep.
His ape senses are telling him that he needs to catch up on skulls, perhaps. And there's ZL on Crater. It's very nice.
Okay location for that. Ginger didn't call it a baby seed. I need to correct you there, Mel. That's someone else's job. I think Sean did that 37 minutes into his last race seed.
I did call it a jet within the first 5 minutes, so...
That is true, but not a baby seed. But Sean called his race seed a jet, or a baby seed, 37 minutes in, and look where that got us. That is, if you want to see that, we have that VOD available right here on this channel.
That's
SDG Sean.
hilarious.
Just look for it. It wasn't a baby seed.
Chimp's finally at 10, but not going in and handing it in. Just, oh, maybe he did go and hand it in and I wasn't watching.
He did.
He did.
Nothing.
I was like, yeah, it wouldn't make sense if he hadn't. I just didn't physically see him do it. Because I'm really good at this job, obviously.
Is Chimp also going for nighttime Lon skulls? It looks like it. This is some really interesting routing today. Kokiri Forest on the path to Bongo Bongo. What? That was in Crater Bomb Grotto.
Yeah, I was going to say scale of boomerang? Question
That second
mark?
hint? It's that wall hint. I kind of missed that while I was putting in the other hint into our tracker.
I didn't see it either.
Well, chat, you're our only hope. The other one
Sario's
went
was vanilla.
Okay.
Milky.
Yeah. Saria's song was vanilla, and
The domain was empty as far as we saw. Chimp went there with the chicken early on and found nothing of any use.
only check left in domain is King Zora. The synchronicity, both of them playing a song at the same time.
You love to see it. 30 still dead.
Mm-hmm. And here's Chimp finally going adult for the first time.
30 minutes in.
Jabu
Oh,
Spirit,
and we know
okay.
we know it's Jabu and Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, Chimp. Interesting piece of information. It's not one you usually see anyone go for. Gonna get his market hint and spend some time trying to clear that one out as Pappy gets his slingshot.
I'm wondering if he's going to pull a cola in just 1 in 32, the treasure chest game. He's equally as likely to get it as Chat is.
And Chimp is in a battle of the apes. I mean, some crazy stuff could happen. We've already seen one desperate 1 in 32 attempt this tournament. But didn't pay off, so maybe we'll see another.
So in Kokiri Forest, we had Boomerang, we had Bomb Bag, and we had a skull. So plenty of things to choose from to be path to Bongo Bongo. I say skull, I meant scale. You know what I mean, chat. Words are hard, especially after working the whole day. And okay, Chimp getting some money from the trader in market. That's rare.
Yeah, and as chat's pointing out, he didn't decide he wanted a wallet on Bomb Chip Bowler. Just was like, no, I don't need it. I'm not going to waste time. Interesting.
Like, I mean, Castle Fairy certainly? No, wait. Castle Fairy we know is dead. We got a hint for that. So Chimp is going for Castle 2 hint, and Poppy just found his magic in DC. Hyrule Castle 2 hint is Kokiri Forest on the path to Bongo Bongo.
And yeah, Kinra pointing out the chess game certainly could be on the cards. Since we haven't, apart from the hook shot, we haven't really found anything in the market yet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, could be the wallet. That would be funny if it was. But we know we've got a Goron tunic easily available, so
Only thing that could point us to would be a Zora tunic or Blue Fire.
and we'd have to unlock ourselves another wallet even for that.
Did Poppy just jump off that bridge?
I think he did. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Gotta go all the way back.
That sucks.
That feels bad. The climb of shame back up these stairs.
And Richard had nothing for us. Okay, it was first bridge. Well, still, that still sucks.
Alright, Pappy.
Try again. This time not chancing rolling into a short hop there. Man, Chimp is really extending his child 1 here. Coalesce's Witch Hand was a rupee? Come on, Chimp, you have to give me time to read those things. One of the hands of the Colossals, thank you Virgil, left hand is nothing.
Yeah, Chimp's eyes obviously can process information a lot faster than mine. I saw Colossus' hand and it was empty. The exact one word.
You run enough seed, it turns into pattern matching. You don't even recognize or read the words anymore. That is just a pattern matching thing where it bypasses your speech center and just goes straight to, oh, I recognize this form, this shape before. Yeah, Tektite Grotto was choose, and Poppy really going for that skull. Okay.
I mean, it's skull number 19, so he can almost get skulls completely done with very early on.
He has a hookshot, and he still has that one skull in Kakariko, so he is done with skull collection.
And we have loads of skulls and logic as well, so it's not a question of not having good skulls available.
Yep. Alright, so Chimp extending his Child 1 into Gerudo Valley, from where he can actually check out the path area that is Lake Hylian. So I actually approve of this play.
I think it's great. I mean, it is very long Child 1.
But it's paying off.
But since you can... Oh!
Speaking, I mean...
Well, there you go, there's Ruro's.
That is definitely Ruro's letter.
This time, we're certain. There's no confusion.
Yes, Chuckles, this time I'm sure. And yeah, Lake Hylia to Phantom Ganon, at this point has to be a bow, is... Kakariko is on the path to Queen Goma. Huh.
Cactagoma.
That's all our path ends.
Yeah, I think it is Market and Cactagoma. That's...
One has the slingshot, one of them has the Kokiri sword. And Lake Hylia, convenient reminder for Chimp, is
That's
on the path
location.
to Phantom Ganon.
Is it just like behind the scale and we can get it right now?
Okay, so that
Is
Kokiri
not.
sword is pretty deep in the seed. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, we found a sling in DMT, so it can't be slingshot, so that Kokiri sword is locked by at least 2 other items. That's fun. I'm getting suspicious, Ginger.
I mean, it was looking alright, wasn't it? But it is starting to get decidedly shakier, my confidence in this jet.
This seed kinda sus.
I mean, I guess technically it has gone worse since the first 5 minutes. So I mean, if you really want, you could make an argument that I cursed it, and I would just say this is just rando gonna rando. It's not my fault. Usually. Yeah, we're not going to see a double Armos push today, though, which is a bit of a shame. I did enjoy that 50 skull seed, 50 out of 54 seed. That
was atrocious, Ginger.
That was bad. So we don't have this today, but that is a gold scale on fishing. So
Okay. That is Nocturne in the windmill as well.
and Nocturne. Wow, that's actually quite useful to have Nocturne freely
Indeed.
available. French vanilla Nocturne. So yeah, Chip's just going to take that scale and go straight over to Lab Dive.
I should say so. One more check to check. And hoping that it's really just something on Lab Dive and not that scale that locks things somehow. Wait, how would gold scale lock anything? That would only be Lab Dive. Yeah. It's not Lab Dive. So it's not the scale. Unless there would be Iron Boots and Tektite, but we peaked that. There is a Bomb Chew refill in Tektite Grotto. So, the scale isn't it. So some adult check on in Lake Hylia has a useful item for us. That's good to know.
It's good to know, but it's also sort of none of those locations are great. Like there's processes involved to get to all of them that you have to go through.
And meanwhile,
ones that are
Puppy
left.
is confirming for us that skulls are indeed completely useless this seed. 10 and 20 had nothing.
So last time it was a 50 skull seed. This time it's the complete opposite. No skulls required whatsoever.
Duncan Silver Ruby, so toilet is a key. Oh. That's a shame.
Vidin's toilet dream is dead.
Yeah. I think we'd seen that hint earlier, I just missed a copy. Tugoma being either Lens or Nocturne, yeah? So something's probably in Shadow Temple, which conveniently is a medallion today, so eh.
Yeah, we got magic early, which it is always nice, but then if we don't get any spells, it starts becoming a bit frustrating. But if we get some spells, 1500 is dead.
And that was an open grotto. I'm gonna assume that was Serenade in the Composer's Grave there. Kinda missed it.
Yeah, it must have been Serenade looking at the tracker on the case. My stream started pixelating a little bit, so I missed it, unfortunately.
Well then, Puppy is in Dompe race, and at this point, chat, get your predictions in. How will he do? What time will he score?
Well, it's got off to a pretty nice start. It's not been trolly so much, Dompe. In which case, I'm going to say 52.
I mean, Puppy ran into fire like 3 times, so I think might be 53. Nope, it's gonna be 52 on the dot, like you said.
Hey! What a gamble. What a guess.
What a player.
What a game.
And this is not a Dompe seed. Well, at least not an adult Dompe seed. The moment I was wondering if Chimp had seen that hint about OGC being foolish, but no, he's just getting skulls. And thanks Lizzie for the sub. 13 months.
DK64.
Here's Chimp in the meadow and getting his first look at what's going on in adult side. Meanwhile, Puppy is back child. Very different routing decisions today. So, Chimp spent almost 45 minutes as a child before going adult for the first time. Meanwhile, Puppy chose to go the complete opposite. Basically went adult after a few checks and then just returned to child.
Yeah, very interesting divergences. It was really hard to say who sort of... It looked like Chimp maybe had better routing, but then some of the items that Happy's been able to bring back to child, including Router's Lair. So it's pretty nice.
So,
and
are we going to see Chimp go to bow chest again? Puppy thinking, do I want that wallet? Actually, no.
He's got 1 extra heart this time, and we've seen him do it with 4, no problem whatsoever, so...
He's got 2 extra hearts. So, Lizzie, the only real logic mess we've seen so far is... Well, not logic mess, but... We have seen 2 places on the path to Queen Goma, and we know where a slingshot is, so that Kokiri sword is somewhere deep in the seed. And it's locked by items that we can find in Lake Hylia and in Kakariko. Or songs that we can find there. So for example, Nocturne. Market in Kakariko, yes, exactly. You're right. Market in Kakariko, not Lake in Kakariko. I read one thing and said another. But yeah, it's extremely not AD for songs or anything. I mean, we can... And I think all the areas we've seen... Actually, we only have overworld path hints today. That's actually rare. Normally you can get up to 1 dungeon path hint.
And there's that bomb bag. Good shot. So we've both got 2 bomb bags.
Mm-hmm. Here's Poppy's silver scale. After missing out on the gold scale, or on the other scale that is in Kesor chest, because he went to Kokiri as an adult.
I just had a bit of a yawn there, and I was like, why am I yawning? Because I was looking at Chimp's screen and it's Forest Temple. That's...
Yeah. The question is, will he go to Bow Chest? That is the only interesting part about this temple. We've already seen it on Poppy's side, there's nothing in here, and it's boring and linear.
This looks like Papa might be thinking about Stone Jabu. Got everything for it.
I mean...
Or he could just be doing the Weep Skip.
Weep Skip is where you just hand in the letter to have easier access to Ice Cavern, yes.
I'm gonna spend some time finding out that his domain is basically empty. But hopefully he'll be able to do the diving in one go and save a little bit of time. He'll be open.
Right, moment of truth, Chimp. Are you gonna stay? Nope. Oh. Nope. Safe quitting out of here.
Pulled out his Ocarina and realised the only warp song he had was Prelude. I guess, and thought, actually, yeah, probably.
Not particularly useful in this case, yeah. Safe quitting instead of making his way back through the meadow.
That's one advantage of not playing on VC, is you can just insta reset.
Looks like Chimp is back out to field. Technically a major item for Poppy.
Yep, the Zora don't have anything useful this seed unless Frozen King Zora is holding something. Otherwise, they are useless.
Chimp is following up on that Lake Hylia path hint. Knows that it's either atop the lab or on Shoot the Sun. And, well, he has the means to do one of those 2 checks. Or it's an adult fishing.
I think definitely clear out Adult Lake as much as you can and get that item.
Wait, yeah, it can't be Shoot the Sun because Lake Hylia is confirmed to be a bow at this point.
Yeah, and it couldn't be a bowlock bow, so...
Yeah.
So we should be able to find out then what is in Lake Hylia.
Yep. Well, we know what it is. The question is where. Is it atop the lab or is it an adult fishing? Chat, you have maybe 10 seconds to guess.
Well, he's got to set up Scarecrow first, so you've probably got about 30 seconds to guess, but not long. I think top of lap.
Petropolis. So far, the seed has been rather kind to us. It's not a skull seed. Skulls are completely worthless this seed. We're getting some interesting patterns. The only mean thing so far seems to be that Kokiri's sword is pretty deep in the seed. Because we have two paths to Queen Goma, and we already have a slingshot. Well then. It's kind of sus. The seed is kind of suspicious. I'm not sure how it's gonna mess this up, how it's gonna screw us over yet, but it will. Or Ginger just rolled an extremely jetty seed.
It could be.
He said, but I don't think so, because he said it. He claimed that this was a jet 5 minutes in, and you know what that means.
Maybe if you intentionally try to reverse the curse, sometimes it works.
It looks like it's the top of lab, because adult fishing was precisely nothing. So the correct guesses were by Chris and Extreme Psy. I actually don't mind this blame command, to be honest. And there's Din's fire?
Jim's like,
excuse you?
That's
hello?
that's not what I wanted to see.
Seed?
So now Jim's like, well, there's got to be some magic somewhere then. Where the hell's the magic? First bow with shadow. that would be interesting.
Well, it looks likely at this point. We know where magic is, and Chimp is probably not far off from getting it.
Slingshot was useless for seed. Nothing on target in woods.
I'm gonna say, I was like, yeah, this is confirmed to be a bow. No! Of course it's not. I seem to be on a roll today.
It's like you thought you'd reached the end of that string of spaghetti, but then it turned out that there was actually...
this is not the end.
There's a lot more spaghetti yet, Tobias. Well, that's something. At least that's a little bit interesting. It's was looking a little bit easy to see.
Temple of Time song at this point can be Bolero, Requiem, Eponas, or Storms. Yeah, it's like a bow, but if it was cleaner and full of fire and didn't launch arrows. Correct, Jackstronomy. And spelled differently, and needed magic to operate.
Chimp about to get the news, but he didn't need to waste any time collecting skulls, as they completely barren the seed.
Oh my god, Kirby fan, you bring up a distinct possibility. I am on board with this.
I love it. I mean, just because we deciphered the first part of this logic string of nonsense. Hey, and that was Greg.
On the runiest joy.
And Andrew just gives us a nut. Okay then. Chimp, you should have picked up that wallet. You could have filled it up with 200 rupees. 185 rupees.
Coulda, woulda.
Just gonna... Not gonna steal from Impa. Link's feeling nice.
He's not stealing from Impa, he's just stealing from her cow.
Her cow's one makes all the money with that delicious Kakariko milk. Do you think there was like a big legal battle between Lon Lon Milk and Kakariko Milk over
No,
branding?
they've just formed a cartel a long time ago and they've divided the market between them.
It's a monopoly, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Duopoly, yeah.
Duopoly, indeed, yes.
Anyone who's reminded of ISPs in the United States?
Yes, along those lines, for sure. That map is crazy, of all the different states divided up into all the different ISPs. Mad.
Very. Alright. Chat, you can get your guesses in again about how Chimp is gonna do with Dompe Race.
I'm gonna go 52 again.
I'm gonna say he's gonna stay sub 50, but it's not gonna be a 48. So 49, yeah. Seems about right. Oh, Torterra was quicker than I was. So they get the bragging rights. Oh.
51.
Gingersonny is bang on the money again!
2 out of 2. 52, so they both did it in the exact same time. That's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Just shows how evenly matched these two are.
Thing is, this is the kind of stuff you don't even get from a spoiler log. How do you do it, Ginger?
I guess I've done enough of it by now, that particular Dompe thing. I hate Dompe Race. I'm just like, I'm quite good at guessing now how long it'll take.
Okay. I think Poppy might actually pick up those shoes. Or not.
Nope. I mean, you've got gold scale. You might as well just go get them. I mean, you have got a bomb bag and 22 bomb bags, in fact. So I guess it's not really that important. But shoes are still nice to have.
True.
And this looks like Chimp is getting ready to go investigate DC and fire.
Yeah. Probably not gonna come off this mountain for a while there.
Meanwhile, Pappy is off to Lake Hylia, presumably going to do their checks. I'm going to find out that Dins is the Pathfighter.
Which, still is a bit monka-esque.
Bot doing a good job of keeping up with the path commands, which is getting increasingly convoluted.
Well then.
So, since we're seeing some repeat checks, and it is just gone a happy 1 hour, it's probably a good time to shout out everybody who's making this happen as Chimp gets his magic. So first of all, obviously shout outs to our runners, Happy Grant and Chimpanreeve, give them both a follow. They're incredible. Ah, thanks, Tobias. My keyboard is sort of slightly out of reach, so I'm having to lean over for it. Joining me on commentary today is Tobias. Thank you very much.
And joining me on commentary today is Gingersonny. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Glad to be here. We got our two trackers, Mighty Mouse and Chuckles. Was coming in at the last minute. Mighty Mouse was going to double track, but Chuckles came to the rescue, and
both of them the true heroes of this restream.
Hell yeah. Without them, you and us don't really know what's going on, so 100%. And thank our restreamer, Hell Knight, for putting this on for us tonight, even though he's had his booster jab in his arm. He's going to fall off, but he's braving it out because he is a knight from hell, so, you know, stiff upper lip and all that, Hell Knight. I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's more a British thing, though.
Well, that's true, yeah. What's the Luxembourg equivalent of a stiff upper lip?
I think that's just a very British thing. I don't think there is a Luxembourg equivalent.
You're probably right.
Hey, another din-shaped bow on Poppy's side there. And that is the Dongo's Cavern almost done for Chimp there.
Guessing Pappy's clearing up some field checks and presumably hasn't cleared field.
Yeah, Chimp has cleared the field by now. Poppy still needs to do a few grottos.
And it means you can put off Shadow for a little bit longer as well. Or at least dipping it for a little bit longer. Chimp's shield flicks of enjoyment and pleasure at finding Ruto's letter there.
Yep.
That's what that was, right? It couldn't have been anything else. He was just so happy he found it.
I can only imagine he lost control of his shield for a moment there and had to
There was just so much joy he couldn't control himself.
recombobulate himself.
the real Ruto's is Ramsons still. They're not going to let you live that one down for a bit.
Oh, no, absolutely. I'm here for it.
I mean, I'm in your corner. I thought it looked like Ruto's letter as well. It's hard to tell with the lighting in this game. I think this might be Pappy's Shadow Dip coming up here.
I mean, 2 checks are there, and Poppy is not putting it off any longer.
The seed's basically given you these items and said, hey, go into Shadow.
Is it gonna be Vanilla Hovers? Is it gonna be a Kokiri sword?
Is it gonna be something we haven't even thought of, like Din's?
Or a bow? Or Iron Boots? Iron Boots would be a curveball.
That would be interesting. That would mean that would mean water might be required for something.
For long shot in water, for bow on Morpha, for let's say Kokiri sword. No, yeah, right. Kokiri sword on Shoot the Sun. That'd handily clean up about 3 path hints. And Chimp is right on Poppy's heels there. Big chest, and it is silver gauntlets. If you got him, you gotta spam him.
Strength 2, okay. I mean, that's really nice to get. That's all your strengths that you're basically going to need, hopefully, unless light arrows are like Ganon's castle, which... Let's hope that's not.
Yeah, that strength 2 unlocks not a lot. We still have no way to get to the Gerudo area, where that would unlock 4 checks.
Yep, can't get to Spirit at all.
Nope. Also don't want to, considering it's a stone.
Yep.
And here's strength 1 for poor Chimp, who hasn't found his first strength in the Goron City maze. I'm wondering is no. This can't be on our path somehow, I think. And I wouldn't consider it rushing ice at this point. You are 17 minutes into the seed and it's been in logic for a good while.
Yeah, we didn't get Rutos in the first sort of 2 minutes, but we did get it in the first 20 minutes or something.
And we had a bottle literally shoved in our faces as we dropped from the waterfall at the beginning of the race.
And a nice early scale, and bomb bags freely available. So basically, yeah, I mean, ice has been open for ages in multiple ways. Some more divergence here. Chimp gonna go back to Child.
Wants to clean out that last market check, I think. So my guess is, chat,
But you know
you
what
can
time
get
it
your
is.
guess in chat for the treasure chest minigame. So, considering my track record so far, Chimp is completely gonna not do that. But you can still get your guesses in.
Oh yeah, Chimp will just like go somewhere completely different.
Just to mess with me.
It's like, oh, I haven't checked Hyrule Castle 3. Even though you can't.
No, this is looks to be a treasure chest game to play.
And
I was
this
pretty
looks
certain.
like it's an ice play from Pappy as well over the other side.
New checks on both sides, excellent.
Everyone's favourite Ocarina of Time gambling minigame.
Here's the cutoff. Left, I'm still in. Oh my gosh!
Oh well, I'm out straight away. Rip.
And I'm out.
Alright.
Left, right. Alright, here's Poppy into Zora's Fountain.
We got one person still in.
Left, right, left.
And everyone's out.
Yup.
Sure.
Left, right. Is it just alternating?
Not again. Last race I watched or commented was alternating.
Okay, and left, right, left. It's alternating.
Left, right, left, right, left, right. It's like the beginning of the Konami code.
Mm-hmm. And Poppy just told us our last always hint, which is Fox 2 is dead. It's a Deku Nut update, it's dead.
Okay, good. So we're ruling out potential trolls all the time still, which is nice.
Yep.
Especially because we've got 4 child songs already.
Fountain Fairy had nothing for us. And there is nothing on the iceberg either. Let's see
everyone
if we
squint
can
really hard and see if you can make out what's at the bottom
peek
of
at those 3 pixels, folks. Is that? I was unable to recognize it.
I didn't even see it. Well, we'll get another chance at it when Chimp comes here. Although Chimp probably isn't going to come here for as long as he can put it off for. It's not a renowned fan of Ice Cavern, Chimp. I think that's fair to say.
He can peek fire, or he can pop into Fire Temple, though. Has everything he needs for that.
Yeah,
It's
go for
just
that hammer.
The problem is, it's a useless medallion. It's and it is also so. By useless medallion, I mean it doesn't unlock any song, and it is also foolish. So all that gives him is some thinking time. It needs to be done. This seed. It's a medallion, but it's not gonna give him any new ideas for what to do next.
At least he'll hit up Goron City on the way, so he will go get the chest that he missed.
Oh yeah.
But first, troll the Goron. Chimp the Goron today.
12 for him though. Chimp the Goron has nothing. And that is that a big chest in Ice Cavern? No. Wasn't quite sure. I only saw half of it, but no. Here is Strength 2 for Chimp. Was already turning around, but no, this is actually a big chest. You want to open this?
A little glimpse of his mindset right now, perhaps. It was, it's going to be nothing. I'm sure it's going to be nothing. I'm going to check anyway. Oh, wait, it is something.
Oh, well then. What's this then?
Going to get his CL as well, which is going to be nice. Want to get that sooner or later.
Didn't get the volcano peak earlier, and it is nothing, it seems like.
And it didn't look like anything interesting.
Yeah, it looked like a stick to me too. Wall is nothing but a heart piece. So there's a cool new trick that they found at this very bridge just recently. If you haven't seen it yet, you should probably check out the OOT Randomizer Discord and have a look. You can get across that gap in that broken bridge without a hookshot or hover boots.
It is double frame perfect trick, so so it's not easy, but it is achievable. Yeah, I saw the video and it was like crazy.
And apparently you can do the same without even the pot.
Oh really?
Yeah, the same person who uploaded the video with the pot setup apparently uploaded a new video just yesterday with even less requirements.
But yes, see, we're not going to be seeing it in this tournament.
Yeah, and I mentioned this trick. It's a cool new trick. What I do need to say as well, it is banned for Season 5. Just like with King Zora skip in Season 4, we don't generally introduce new tricks during tournaments.
If they'd found this trick a month ago and we'd had opportunities to like run a load of seeds with it, we'd probably have more of an idea. But yeah, it makes total sense just not to add in a really hard as well new trick that is just like you're expected to be able to do. When this is standard after all, it's supposed to be somewhat accessible.
Yeah.
But it is a really cool trick. But yeah, if you see it, I'm gonna have to disqualify someone. So nobody wants.
Yeah, no, please don't do that, runners. We love you and don't want you to be disqualified.
To be clear, that is only in the tournament. Like, you can do your own races.
You can do it in weekly as well.
And in weekly, in fact, yeah. It's just literally these two tournaments. It's forbidden.
The 50 repeat hint.
It's not even a 20 pack, was it? It was the 5 pack of choose.
Yeah.
But I guess that means that you know that any pack of chews you find will be at least 10. So there's some information. But then, considering that Pappy could have got a load of chews and decided not to, probably doesn't really care too much.
When
So
you have
here's the
two
last
comebacks.
Exactly, yeah. And Domain had nothing for us today. And Ice Cannon didn't exactly have a huge amount either.
Only a warp song that we didn't really need. It didn't put anything new in logic, so
Nope. Nope, we could
Poppy
already...
basically has the same problem as Chimp does right now. Needs thinking time, or needs to do some more checks. But there's not really much open right now. We don't have a bow to continue forest. We do have everything we need to continue fire, but it's foolish and it would provide more thinking time. We don't have the Kokiri sword for Deku. We've already done Dodongo's Cavern, and we don't have the hover boots to continue in Shadow. Stone Jabu is such a thing. Yeah, Torterra is not wrong.
I think we might actually get to see double Stone Jabu.
Oh my gosh!
I have a suspicion that Chip might be thinking the same thing. And like, really, where else do you go at this point?
It's the only dungeon in Logic so far. We don't have a chance to go to anywhere beyond Gerudo Valley at the moment. We don't have a horse, we don't have a long shot, and we don't have a Requiem.
Torterra thinks Stone Jabu is just going to blow the seed wide open for us. I mean, it could be stacked, could be
absolutely. I mean, at this point, you're kind of running out of checks outside of that area. Overworld checks are kind of done. And Chimp forgetting about his child spawn. Losing a few seconds here by warping to Lake and
yeah, of course,
taking the shortcut.
Yeah, that's a good 30-40 seconds, I think that takes to swim all the way across there, so...
We have not had any hot takes from Chimpanreeve himself yet, who loves to butt in on restreams sometimes when he finds particularly atrocious checks. And it looks like you are right, we are indeed seeing double Stone Jabu. Is that better or worse than double Foolish Stone Forest?
Guess it depends on how creeped out the walls make you. Your like enjoyment of Jabu is sort of how realistically minded your like sense of smell and imagination is, I imagine.
Oh, I go fishing. I know how fish smells.
Yeah.
Yes, a puppy got Fountain Fairy. Chimp so far did not look around the fountain yet. Probably saving that for when he feels like he has to dip ice. It was nothing, the entire fountain.
Yeah, I don't see Chimp dipping ice unless he like genuinely has nowhere else to go. I think that's time that he's probably saved over Pappy.
Probably also looking at the songs that are still available to him. I mean, well, there are actually 3 out of 4 of these songs are useful.
Yeah, I mean,
Bonus, Storms, Requiem, Serenade is useless, but
I mean, I could see him going there just for that if he doesn't find anything.
Bolero is useless, is what I meant. But yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, so he could think, oh yeah, there's a song there, but...
A 3 out of 4 chance for it to be useful. I should probably go check it.
I think maybe one thing I'd be sure of, if he does eventually go to Ice Cap, really unhappy.
Oh, he will be.
Really unhappy.
so annoying. And they only have a small chest. Why did I hear a Wolfos howl right now? There is not a Wolfos inside. Okay.
Maybe it's the Navi, custom Navi.
Oh. Okay, second. Okay, this is vanilla boomerang chest, and I think.
Both small.
Oh wow.
Baronade then?
Baronade, or I'm kind of clueless as to what's left.
I mean, if a seed makes you do Stone Jabu and actually complete it, I'm here for it.
Starting to feel more like a ginger seed. Baronade having long shot would be pretty cool. Would open up a lot of places. It could also have, you know, a bow!
Oh yeah, that path that we should have resolved ages ago, but we're still following because Din's fire.
Okay, yeah, it can't have a bow actually then. Because Din's fire, I'm pretty sure, points us towards Shadow Temple. Or, and this is obviously true, a firelock check in, for example, Haunted Wasteland. Then a long shot would be logical to have in Jabu.
It would, yeah, to get to Wasteland to do a Haunted Wasteland check. Get your bow. I can see it.
I would hate it, but I can see it. Okay, Torterra is calling hovers on Baronade.
Yep, send us back into Shadow to go get the bow. That'd be pretty neat.
And Profile pointing out that if we have the hero hookshot, it needs to lock the other hookshot if it's not path to Morpha. Unless you need both hookshots for something. If, for example, Epona's song is on the Desert Colossus. No, if Epona's song is on, for example, Burning Cack, and Requiem is vanilla on Burning Colossus, on Desert Colossus, then we wouldn't have access to Epona. And therefore we would need a long shot to cross the chasm in Gerudo Valley. And then you can still have a Way of the Hero hookshot. If you need both of them. Or something. See, this is the kind of thing we commentators get to do. We get to debate the finer points of logic. As a runner, I can assure you, you have another workload, which is playing the video game. So, you kinda can't put too fine a point on logic while you're running a seed.
Yeah, you can only autopilot so much and in certain areas. Otherwise you really have to pay attention. So, having to keep all of it in mind, as well as trying to cipher logic without just sort of... Like, you can't just sit down and like play about with Tracker OT, Map Tracker or whatever, and say, oh, look, I've got 4 here, and you can't do any of that. You've just got to go and try and work it all out, which is quite a skill when you're you know, work your way through a giant fish belly.
And you also can't play around with certain logic trackers during tournaments because they are just straight up forbidden. Like a tracker that would that you tell which item you got where, and that tells you should probably go to place X next, straight up forbidden in tournament races.
Quite rightly.
Yeah. Because reading logic is one of the most important skills an OOTR runner needs to have. And it's a long shot! Oh dear! I like it. I like it a lot.
Long shot and stone jabu.
Long shot in stone jabu, or I'm gonna guess something in GTG or something?
Something out west.
Oh, Flint also pointing out that we love Waterstone. Well, we have a gold scale, we have a long shot. We have nothing pointing us to Water Temple. Zero, zilch, nada.
Hammerrock's chest on your way to GTG as well, so I think that's exactly what Pappy's about to go do.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of new checks.
Chimp will be right behind him.
Yeah.
Very close.
Chimp not even bothering to pick up the stone, which he's really gonna hate if this somehow turns out to be a AD for items.
I'm pretty sure he's safe.
I think he is too, but you know, if it somehow does turn out to be that, then oh boy, he's gonna hate it. Colossus Fairy Kokiri Sword is not possible? No, wait, it is possible. But there is, I mean, this is not a hookshot, so you need a long shot for something for the hookshot to be path in market. The other option would be that the wallet in market was path. For Blue Fire, unlikely. Considering that Ice Cavern and King Zora are all kind of useless. So not unlikely, impossible. For Zora Tunic, kinda possible? But that would imply Waterstone.
And we all know what we say about Waterstone.
We love it. We do love it. Where's Chimp headed? Yeah, we have a free Brutos letter, so it can't be Blue Fire for that reason either. Don't think we've seen Target in the woods yet.
Just a rupee.
Chimp is doing some more child cleanup before heading back adult for the Gerudo Valley play.
It's definitely been
not sure I like it.
Yeah, I think I prefer Pappy's play of just go follow that long shot. But this is what Chimp's been doing all race. I mean, he had, was it like an hour-long child one or something close to it? It was very, very, very long shot. So
45 minutes.
I guess he's like, I hate age changing. I'm going to try and be thorough, and hopefully that'll win me the item battle. And yeah, Bill Depression Chimp put that banana there. He positioned it just perfectly, so it looks like it's bananas instead of rupees. It actually looks
from in
really
front of
good.
Garunia.
Chimp not so happy to see that, as chat is.
Big chest on top of Gerudo Fortress? Did I see that right?
Oh.
Looked small to me, say two people who should know their stuff better than I do. Thank you! It was
Well, at
kinda
least you
hard to
saw
see
it.
in the dark.
At least you saw it, Tobias. I was looking at Chimp's screen, so I didn't even see it at all.
Okay.
But yeah, if Mel and Alfalfa say it is, 100% it is. Alright.
GTG. Nothing to
So,
do in the lobby, we don't have a bow. Kinda slim pickings in GTG without a bow. This is annoying. If the Lizalfos jump behind that fire, they will actually treat that fire as an obstacle and not jump back over it sometimes.
it's extremely frustrating on the rare occasions it happens. Because OOT is an incredibly coded game, as everyone always reminds everyone else.
A perfectly designed game with 0 exploits.
Exactly.
And best regards to the spiffing Brit who I just stole that phrase from. Ooh, first big boy in GTG is a
Just a
bottle.
bottle.
Just a bottle. Okay, we'll take the key though.
Another empty bottle as well. Is that 2 empty bottles with seed?
It is. Fofa already spotted another big one in the maze. There's also another big one behind those flames, this wall of flames here.
Mm.
Technically hammerlock, but that's not really a concern, considering when we got our hammer. And Chimp is done with child cleanup and hot on the heels of Puppy. Hover boots! Okay. Puppy's wondering, should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, do I carry on? Do I rush Shadow? We'll find out what he decides as Chimp just arrives himself. Considering it was only just behind him on the way out of Jabu, sort of that 5 minutes of time or whatever. It's not great, but then if Pappy goes back and does those checks, well, it balances out. But
Chimp not having a lot of luck with the Gerudo guards today. Milkwee's idea has a lot of merit too. Crossing for the song since you're already in the area makes a lot of sense. It could be Vanilla Requiem.
I mean, it's taken an hour and a half to even get anywhere near here, so since you're here, it does make sense. Keep following it.
If it is Vanilla Requiem, it makes my theory that we actually needed that long shot more likely though.
It certainly could be.
Oh, big boy. Faroa's Wind. Sure, we'll drop it right here.
That's actually perfect. What a location to find FW. See, it's fine. Totally playable. Nothing wrong with it.
Decision made. Poppy's out of here. I mean, at that point, yeah. You have a convenient way to get back to GTG and clear out that big chest if in case it turns out you don't find more items along the way. And you have a medallion dungeon that you need to clear that will also give you another song. So yes, go clear Shadow Temple now.
And it's a long dungeon as well, so like the sooner you can get it out of the way, the better.
Well, Matt, he does have strength too, and so that's at least 5 more checks he could have done right there.
That's true.
That is not a small amount. I mean, he peaked most of the maze, and I think there was one more big in there.
Maybe he's just got a gut feeling that there's got to be something in Shadow. Like, the seeds will
Reasonable
want him
gut
to
feeling.
go to Shadow fairly early. Like, even the hover boots weren't terrible to try and find.
I'll be
So-
getting some free hugs. Yeah, both Pierre ready. So this is 100% a completable Shadow Temple for both of them. Who needs a bow anyway? See, we're getting another look at GTG from Chimp. That gives us maybe another chance to see a few more of those checks that Poppy chose to not do. So I wouldn't blame Chimp for basically following in Poppy's footsteps immediately. Oh!
I mean, I think he's just resetting back to the start.
Yeah.
I don't think he's leaving GTG.
No, he's just completing the loop from the other side because that's I don't know if it's faster, but it's certainly more convenient.
Well, he will find his FW pretty soon, and then we'll know if we're going to see any more of GTG, or whether he'll do what Pappy did and just leg it straight to Shadow. It depends, I guess, if you come here and you're like, okay, has my opponent gone Shadow, or have they stayed in GTG? Because if they've gone Shadow and there's something in GTG, then I could get a huge advantage. But then if there's nothing in GTG and they went to Shadow, then obviously you've lost. So it's going to be interesting what Chimp decides to do.
Oh, he'll decide in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
And
this
seems
looks
to be
like
out of
it's
here.
Peacing out.
Both of these runners are doing incredibly similar decision making, or seem to have an incredibly similar decision making process most of this seed.
And this play totally makes sense. Like, it's almost like the game's saying to you, "Hey, here's Furores. Don't worry about it. Come back when you feel like. Like,
Yeah.
totally go do Shadow. It's fine.
See you later.
GTG will still be here.
Oh,
Oh, it's
picking up
Fairy,
a fairy, I
guess.
think. Yeah.
I don't give you magic back, Red Chimp, unfortunately.
Chimp's hover boot sound is the iron knuckle making a hit or trying to hit you. Okay. That's aggressive.
Oh yeah, of course it is. I was wondering. But it's like there's no iron knuckles in Shadow, like you did earlier with the whatever noise it was. It's like, hang on a minute, there's no Wolfos here. What am I hearing?
Yeah, it was the lock-on sound from Navi. And Puppy getting a headache from the Crusher room, but finding another slingshot.
Oh joy.
Sure.
Oh, there's Bosky, so
Sure.
nice and early, no shenanigans.
Well, this is certainly not a go mode shadow, so I don't really care where the boss key is at this point.
That's true. You're gonna find it anyway, wherever it is. Yeah, you'd take quite a lot of nerves of steel to just orphan the checks at the back of Shadow.
Ooh.
Oh no, feels bad. All the way back. Try again.
Chimp having a slightly easier time with those Gyptos. This time there's a platform there for Poppy.
That looks better. There you go. Must have just got its timing slightly off somewhere. Yeah, Matt raised a good point actually. Chimp didn't actually pick up the dungeon reward, so technically he doesn't have the stone that's marked on the tracker.
Told ya, he's gonna hate it when it somehow turns out AT for items. I don't know how that would happen, but it's not AD until someone is in go mode.
I mean, that is very true. I've seen it where it's like, yes, surely it's not going to be AD. Like, it can't be. Like, it actually can't be. Apart from this one check that nobody thinks about, it can't be. And then it is. So it happens.
There's another big chest in Shadow, and it was the third bomb bag.
Alright, bomb percent.
Yep. Kerplode percent. Though we haven't seen either of our runners pick up a single chew this seed.
Ordinarily, I'd be like, well, you know, that's a bit weird, but like we say, when you've got so many bomb bags so freely available, it makes sense to, like, not bother too much.
I think Chimp might have gained a minute there on Poppy, though. Just with better luck, for example, with this platform here.
I was going to say that's bold of you to say that just as he was getting on this platform, because he could easily have just lost all that time back. But
For once, Chimp did not prove me wrong immediately.
proved himself wrong, because his always one he's like, terrible execution from me, and grumpy. But he's actually really good.
The man promised us terrible execution and at least one banana, and that's just from Poppy, he said. So I haven't seen either of those actually. here's the back of Shadow Temple for Poppy. Starting with the manager. Oh. Two out of three. 3 out of 3, and there's your final key. Now you get to go to Bongo Bongo. Still no sign of a bow anywhere in this darn seed.
Someone was calling for bow on Bongo.
Yep. I mean...
At this point, it's totally looking likely. If it isn't, then...
I will be surprised if it isn't indeed. There could certainly be a bow in Stone Water, but not in Logic yet. You would need a pair of iron boots to get into Stone Water. In Logic. You can logically get through the dungeon entrance, but not a single check is in Logic with a gold scale. Yeah. I mean, Dins is a path item that will somehow lead us to a bow. Where that bow is, I mean, Bongo is kind of the end of the road for that particular path hint. Unless it's on Big Poes. No, that can't be. You kind of need a bow to get a Poe.
Unless there's one in a bottle logically available early on, which there is not.
Which would also make that my idea invalid. Because that would...
Yeah, exactly.
My thinking was that
it wouldn't
Forest
be part
Medallion...
of a path.
Yeah, my thinking was that Forest Medallion would be locking Epona's song, but that's not the case.
You get to see the lesser seen long shot Bongo kill as well. With no
could also be though that we are getting Song of Storms in the Temple of Time, and it's just in the well, our first logical bow.
Absolutely could be for the song, whatever song is behind.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Which would be disgusting. If it's directly Dins that leads us to a bow, at this point it's Wasteland Check or Torches and Spirit Temple or, well, on Bongo. Let's see, it's on Bongo.
It's the bow. There it was.
That is your first logical bow, everyone. Congrats. I hate it. That bow is deep in the sea. Okay, so that's our path to Phantom Ganon from Lake Hylia fulfilled.
As chat pointing out, yep, we are about to see double forest, I'm pretty sure.
No!
As soon as Chip's finished with Shadow. Like, where else do you go with this bow at this point? It's like, yep.
Well, at least both of them already have cleared about half of it, so...
And fire could be a thing as well. Gonna check adult
is gonna be thorough. Not orphan that adult archery. So interesting question from Sport. Would you go back to GTG to finish those checks? I think yes, but you probably do Forest first because it's a medallion dungeon and you have all the items you need to complete it, and you hope to find some items along the way.
And you can still Aurora's back to GTG anytime you want. It's definitely a Forest play from Pappy, because otherwise he would have used Nocturne and gone back into Shadow if he was going to for Aurora's to GTG, so... See what Chimp decides to do once they get their arrows.
I mean, forest is the logical choice, so I don't see Chimp deviating from that a lot. Uh-oh. Having a bit of trouble with Bongo, though. That was friggin' close. That was that was more than close.
Oh, spin strats.
You spin to win, and you do it at 100 beats per minute, and you one cycle Bongo.
Very nice.
Nice.
Boomer strats. Don't see him that much anymore. So always nice to see. Always nice to see that. So is Chimp going to save us from Double Forest, or are we all going to have a little nap? I mean, you even just got the Forest Medallion. It's like the game's trying to say you should go to Forest.
Just putting you at rails at that point. And Chimp's taking a moment to think about it. This is not a forest glade. What the hell? I didn't see no banana on this stream.
Probably remembered about the arrow game like Pappy did. But then after this, we'll find out.
That was Chimp, okay. Oh, the bow was a banana, okay. True.
Maybe. He celebrated getting Shadow out of the way by eating a banana.
Man needs his energy.
It's like Popeye with spinach. Give Chimp a banana and he just turns into like Super Skills mode.
Yeah, that obviously wasn't thinking time. This was just opening the soundboard time. And Chimp, first of all, going to pick up that song. So let's see what that is. Requiem, Epona, Storms. Bunch of new checks for you, Chimp.
Hooray!
Do you dare? Do you dare go in a well?
I think this is probably a forest play, if he's safe quitting.
Yeah, makes sense. He's going to the Sacred Forest Meadow entrance with that.
Yep, so it is going to be Double Forest.
Get
but hopefully,
those resident sleepers in chat.
At least this is our second dip of Forest, so it's not going to be it's not the full 15-minute snooze experience.
It's the short nap experience.
Power nap. Also the point in the seed where they can actually do the thinking that we were talking about that's really difficult to do, because you can kind of autopilot Forest.
Hell Knight, have fun playing Wordle.
Oh yeah, of course, the daily tradition now around here is of Hell Knights. Yep, Double Forest, time to play Wordle. And then show off about how few turns he took to get it, because of course.
I mean, you gotta get some bragging rights out of it.
I mean, true, if I sold him like 3 or 4 every time like he does, I'd be telling people about it as well.
So, both Poppy and Chimp are now progressing through what is the most linear dungeon in the game. So, chat. Any lunch plans today? Or did you have a delicious lunch? I'm still looking for ideas for tomorrow.
No, I can't. Be interesting today for my lunch. Frozen pizza. It's a bit more interesting than what I had. Also, yeah, same for me and Tobias, Matt. We're all European here, so we're talking about, but it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Plenty of Americans in chat, I imagine, as well as, again, I'm looking for lunch ideas for tomorrow. Because I am horribly uncreative. Whataburger, nice, nice. And some salmon wraps. That gives me an idea. I think I have some salmon in the freezer still. Hey Beans! So, about an hour ago we had a path to Phantom Ganon in Lake Hylia that we thought could have only been a bow. It turned out to be Din's Fire, for first logical bow on Bongo Bongo. Don't say the cursed word, Beans. Don't do it.
Yep, Beans is here, so both these runners are going to have a V6, and we're not even playing on V6, because that's just how it works.
First of all, the Poppy has the ceiling literally crash on his head.
That's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, and the long shot to get there was on Barinade and Stone Jabu to add. Thanks, Alfalfa. That is a good point of consideration. Oh!
The bosses have basically been stacked with seed. You have to go complete your dungeons, even your stone ones. HK's just noticed.
Hell Knight, you're late.
It's been double forest for about 5 minutes. But we don't blame you if you dozed off for a second. Like it's easily done.
Fort, that is an excellent emote. I might just steal that.
Sport's got some amazing emotes. Like I've got to say, every time I look in chat, there's like some sick emotes from Sport.
But if today's word is forest, well then Wordle is broken because it's 5-letter words.
I bet Chimp feels nice being in here with so many hearts and a shield for a change.
Yeah, for a change. He's used to a much different forest experience. And Poppy is almost done with the misery. He just beat Meg and is down, riding the elevator downwards. So far, absolutely nothing available in Forest.
Empty Forest Temple, what a surprise.
We still have plenty of checks left in GTG to do. We still need to cross the Haunted Wasteland. We can actually take a look at Spirit Temple if we wanted to. We don't want to.
Not until we have to. Not until we have to. So we can put it off no more. And there's just a small chest.
Phantom Ganon for Poppy. Still one of my favorite boss fights in this game, so I endorse it.
Oh, I love Phantom Ganon as like playing it and watching it, especially if you can like get the pre one cycle, and even more swag.
Yeah, I still need to look up how that trick works.
I've tried it a few times, I just can't do it consistently. I find it very difficult. And you don't see many runners doing it, which suggests that it is pretty difficult.
To note, chat, there is a practice ROM available of OOT, where you can load any scene, basically, and just, for example, start straight into the Phantom Ganon fight.
Yeah, you can give yourself whatever items you want, or not, depending on what you want to practice.
So if you do want to practice that scene, or that trick rather, then that exists. Basically, to get that, or to generate that practice ROM for yourself, same requirements as you would need for generating a rando seed, or rando ROM for yourself. And it was a nut capacity upgrade for Poppy. Okay. More Deku nuts. That's actually nice. Again, in CSMC, the consumables run a lot lower, so the nut capacity upgrade comes with a refill, a complete refill of Deku nuts. So
yeah, Pappy doesn't need to worry about running out of nuts for the rest of the evening. 30 would be more than enough.
And Kak on the path to Queen Goma. Nice reminder. Only looking at the one hint.
Yeah, not going to go bother with the other one. Gonna go straight back to GTG, this looks like.
And that is all the duplicates of the path hints that we've now seen. Bit rare, that.
Not GTG yet then for Pappy.
What's the plan here?
Oh, Burning Cack, of course.
Oh!
You can actually do that now.
And Epona!
And there's the horse.
Which means Requiem is indeed vanilla! Oh no. Wait. Yup, okay. That hookshot was path to, or was definitely path to Queen Goma in Market. Not the wallet. Because you needed the long shot. You needed the long shot to get across Gerudo Valley to get to GTG to get your what was it? The hover boots to get into Shadow Temple and finish Shadow Temple. So you could get your first bow.
To then finish Forest.
Forest Temple to get Epona, or rather, that locked Epona, and K-Sword is somewhere behind this, so maybe right here on Big Pose.
Amazing that it could actually be Big Pose after, like, it seemed like it was no chance it could possibly be Big Pose. That is some spaghetti logic.
Some points.
Strength 3.
Strength 3, that is... we don't have an OGC hint. This could be it. Puppy, you don't even need to warp for that. Oh, he didn't pick up the song yet, though, so... So he's gonna do that on the way.
I think we did have an OGC hint.
I thought we had a Hyrule Castle fairy hint, but not an OGC hint. Oh, we did have an OGC foolish hint, right, in Hyrule Castle. Darn it!
And yeah,
so Strength 3 is utterly useless.
Yeah, we had... The funny thing is, we had... I'm pretty sure we had OGC foolish, and we also had a sometimes hit fairy fountain outside Hyrule Castle, so... Like, both those checks were hinted. Happy off to Fire Temple then.
Which is, again, thinking time. It's foolish, and it's a medallion that unlocks nothing. So, you do this to think about... Or because you have to, and to think about what your next steps are gonna be.
Still feeling pretty good about having that for Aura set up in GTG as well. Gives them the flexibility to push the dungeon progression, knowing that you can just walk back at any point you want. I'm thinking this might be Chimp walking his way up to Fire Temple, maybe, after this. So they don't have Bolero. Kind of sucks, so maybe not.
Yeah, not as much of a priority for Chimp, so he might choose to go... check out GTG again.
Maybe he's going to do the big Po check first, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna laugh at that useless Strength 3.
Because you don't want to like ride all the way over there before it was already set up. So I'm guessing it's just for the Po check, which makes sense.
It's kind of the end of that logical chain of progression there.
Happy picking up a fairy for his journey through fire, just in case something goes terribly wrong. But with 7 hearts,
yeah,
shouldn't have any problems.
So, what I was going to say in terms of logic, what the placement of Epona's song here confirms is that it was hard bow-locked, which means that you needed the long shot to get across the Gerudo Valley. That was hard required.
That's pretty mean.
It is. With Vanilla Requiem, you couldn't even reverse your way into GTG if you didn't care about logic. Chimp is not having a lot of luck with those big Poes.
No, it looks like he's just decided to
cut his losses and right back to GTG. Meanwhile, Poppy is climbing. Oh, maybe this one will be it. Oh man.
Alright. So is he actually going to go Po hunting around the field? It kind of looks like he is at this point, which I'm not sure. I think if you didn't get it first time, and maybe second time. I'm not sure how many opportunities I would. Should get it there.
Got it this time.
Of course,
Well,
it's
that
at the
was a
opposite
hunt.
corner of a field from where he needs to be, but at least he got it.
And uses Prelude to get back to castle quicker than it would be to walk.
Hell yeah, a lot quicker. Gonna be disappointed. All that effort was for nothing, but can't fault the grind.
Nope. And of course, a foolish fire temple will not give you an early accessible boss key. You have to climb, because that's the law.
Yep. Bosque on Pierre, anybody? Highest score, maybe?
At least the runners have this both set up. Chimp?
This will be a GTG
okay,
play from Chimp. Yeah.
Aurora's Wind.
Don't have Bolero. Makes sense to like not go anywhere near fire right now.
Mm-hmm. So we'll get to see a few more checks in GTG. Meanwhile, Poppy is still finding more small keys, which is just concerning.
Not the keys that he wants.
Nope. Let's see what the lobby has. Big chest.
And a key. What's in the big chest? Could this be huge? No, it's just... I mean...
Double defense. It's useful.
Double defense. Double Ds are kind of huge, I guess, so... But, yeah, probably not needed since it's got 7 hearts. Lots of small chests.
HBA 1500 was hinted dead. And that is a Chimpanreeve. Yeah, what you doing?
Arrows, I'm guessing. He's only got 3 of them. Now he's got 2 of them. Not getting any luck there. Like you were saying, Tobias, about the consumables a bit earlier on. This is a prime example of it.
Okay.
No, nothing there, Chimp. It must feel so bad to come all the way back here thinking he's making a good play and then can't actually do anything.
Is he hoping to score some arrows from horseback archery now?
I mean,
or a bow.
I guess so. Or maybe he'll try to check the top of Fortress and maybe there'll be arrow refill up there. Don't know. But Pappy did find a bus key, not too trolly, and is about to go with his 37 bombs. Should have no problem with the Goron tunic as well, taking down the dragon.
Oh, so, getting troll hold though.
Oh, that feels bad. Oh no!
Oh no!
Has he still got a fairy?
He has no safety fairy left. This is game over.
Oh, Pappy, no. That is a big F.
F's in chat, folks.
Chimp
Pay your
knowing he only
respects.
needs 1,000. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he's
Whoa! That
still
was
can't get a little
closer.
bit fine
That
there,
was
Chimp.
closer than comfortable from Chimp. And there's the
Oh, it's
K-Sword!
got
That
the
was
Fury
big!
Sword.
That was huge!
Oh, wow. With
Wow!
1,500 hinted dead as well.
That is 2 paths to Queen Goma fulfilled with that hook shot and the Nocturne from Kakariko.
For the bow. For HBA
Oh,
1000.
screw you, game. Oh no.
Well, how soon does Pappy decide to do HBA is the next question. Because if he decides to... I mean, in a way, Chimp running out of arrows might actually...
Yeah.
He left GTG instead of clearing it, and instead went, "Oh, I'll do HBA instead. Then why not?" Oh crap! It's a Deku. It's a Kokiri sword.
Well, I guess we're going to Deku Tree.
I mean, he
Yeah,
should
this
head right back there, but whether he'll have arrows and be able to do GTG rather
No,
than
he's in glow
HBA
mode.
first.
He's out of here. He is not doing anything further in GTG. He found his Kokiri sword.
Oh no, I'm talking about Pappy.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Poppy. I'm sure he's gonna dive back into GTG soon, just because it's. I mean, he has Feroz Wind there. It's an easily accessible. He should not be too far behind Chimp, but this was I'm gonna say something known as a pro gamer move from Chimp there. To just say, okay, I've run out of arrows, might as well just do horseback archery. Oh shoot! I'm in glow mode, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's it. If Pappy does the same thing, just decides I'm going to do horseback archery first. But again, with that 1,500 hint, it's pretty nasty. So.
Yeah, but Poppy is definitely heading back into GTG.
Fenicus wants light arrows and water.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of dig it. I'm here for it. Chimp is gonna dince straight down because why the hell wouldn't he? Chimp, you're in glow mode. Oh, right.
His child, he can set it here.
True. Most check dense location for child, and he doesn't know where light arrows are yet. Makes sense. No, Chimp has not finished fire yet.
Nope. But he'll be going there straight after completing Deku. So it really comes down to how fast Pappy goes HBA. Because at the moment, Chimp's gaining all this time back.
I'm gonna say Chimp is.
If Pappy does this and decides to big brain HBA, Pappy's back in front, I think.
That is a what? I have no idea how he decided to do that. I would have 100% cleared GTG before heading back out to horseback archery, but that is why Poppy is in this tournament and I am just commentating.
I mean, I know it's something that like Arthur Houdini would do. Like he will always do HBA before GT, just play those odds. So maybe it's just something Pappy does, is that he just like. Then again, he's only got 5 arrows as well, so maybe he's also fallen into the same. The 5 arrows should be enough though, so probably not pushing him.
Be glow mode for Poppy then. And I think Poppy's actually ahead with this.
Yeah, because he's done all the Fire Temple. He just needs to go very, very quickly go mode Deku.
Yep. Chimp is obviously off to Temple of Time, and
we are going to meet in the time stream.
Yeah.
One's going to go old and one's going to go young. Like a Pokemon trade in the old days.
Kinra says it's that chicken's play. Chimp is basically about 1 chickens behind.
The high five of time. My favourite high five. Synchronized save quit. Let's go.
Chimp remembered his SFM spawn after all. And now Chimp is hoping for an early Bosky in fire. Gonna find a... I'm gonna call it a medium Bosky. And the meanest endgame for this is indeed Lights being in Spirit, or I think even meaner would be Lights being in Water, because specifically Central Pillar.
Yeah, Lights anywhere in water would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Central Pillar would be the worst.
Central Pillar would be the worst with ice. With Iron Boots somewhere in Spirit, just to make it a bit spicy. In child-only Spirit as well. Yeah, that's also a mean idea.
So basically what you're saying is
down.
there's a lot of ways this could still potentially go wrong.
Well, we're about to find out pretty soon where our light arrows are. Poppy is about, let's say, 5-6 minutes away from getting that info. And if Ganon says my castle, then I think Poppy is just won.
Yeah, there's very few places it could really be an opening back into this if Pappy doesn't like die multiple times, I guess. It's not going to happen against Goma. That is for sure. Goma dispatched it off very easily, as expected.
Hey Goma, bye Goma.
Collecting the piece of heart because why not, I guess? Maybe he accidentally collected it. Happy about to hopefully make his last stage change. I mean, it should be. I can't see any reason why he would ever have child now. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Torterra. Yeah, we never did see well. So, I mean, if it's just sat in well, then yeah, we will definitely see another age change. And at this point, there's quite a good chance that it is, considering the number of checks that there are.
Check dance as well is that is not the lowest probability. Also could be a Deku tree. Could be somewhere in GTG that we haven't seen yet.
If it's in Deku, that might be quite big, because Chimp's got Furora's there, and I'm not sure if Pappy does.
Yeah, I think
Pappy will probably set.
I think only Chimp made that play, yeah.
So that could give Chimp a little bit of a way back in, at least a window to maybe make some time back. But at this point, it's looking pretty grim for Chimp, I think.
Chimp wants those arrows.
Little does he know that it actually saved him. Or maybe not, if it's in GTG.
I think he does know that actually saved it. And here's Poppy climbing the Ganon's tower, or the tower in Ganon's castle, rather. The Lizalfos are already only of interest to historians.
They have now been made extinct in Hyrule.
And there's the Stalfos down. Poppy, unfortunately... Oh, picking up the small key as well.
Sensible. Just in case.
And here's the last chance for things to go wrong. Salt and pepper the iron knuckles.
A little bit of trouble, but he gets through them.
Got through it.
Double defense coming in handy there.
Came in clutch, yeah. One iron knuckle hit does 4 hearts of damage. I think, if I recall correctly. And here's Poppy choosing to pick up some more magic hearts and so on from the pots at the bottom of Ganon's Bosky chamber.
Yeah, Ganon will refill your hearts, but he will not refill your magic currently. So, like, he's stupid, but he's not that stupid.
I mean, he's kind of telling you where the one thing that can actually kill him is.
I mean, okay, that is really stupid. He gets everything he deserves. Fair. Alright, so moment of truth. Where are the light?
To find out, and there's Chimp's Bosky in the map chest.
You'll never find my light arrows
in
the Spirit Temple.
Oh, this is spicy. Ginger, you are informed tonight.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a jet.
Yeah, well.
Come on, Twin Rover. Mirror
shield somewhere in water.
You thought this race was over? Think again.
Welcome in casino mode for Mirror Shield.
And you won't even know until you've dipped Spirit as well, that's the worst bit. You just gotta go Spirit as soon as possible and hope.
Yeah, what Kinra says, all we need now is required Mirror Shield in water and it's all dungeons for items.
I'm all for that.
Ooh, I like Slayer's idea. Irons in Deku, Mirror in Central Pillar, Lights in Twin Rover.
Ooh, that's bad.
We're Torterra. Light irons in bottom of the well for mirror shield in central pillar, and then we can have lights on twin roller. Yeah, okay. That would upgrade it for Poppy from an all dungeons to a world tour seed, I think.
This seed was like, yeah, it's been too easy up to now. You need to get into spirit.
You think you're almost done? You think you only need your light arrows and Ganon will tell you where those are? Think again.
It's like you go over and you're like, oh, you'll never find my arrows. You're like, ha ha ha, yeah, I know where they are. Or, but no, it's like, no, it's the spirit, you don't know. You'll never find my light arrows in the Deku tree.
The other option was like, is of course going to be that the seed is merciful and puts the light arrows on any check that is not, in fact, mirror shield locked. But, you know what? I'm here for it being mirror shield locked. I'm here for another hour of casino mode. I've got the time. I hope you have too, chat.
I mean, to be fair, this was looking like it would considerably drop my average times down, so, you know, I can't have any of that.
Yeah, problem solved, I think. Hey, Fleur. I think Poppy?
Always. Always looking for blood. I feed on the tears of runners. I don't really. That doesn't sound like a healthy diet. Not recommended. Yeah, as Tobias pointing out in the chat, yeah, we are being broadcast on both sides of the channel and around the world.
I mean, international match, international restream. Where's that French restream happening, actually?
French restream was Soros today. Oh, there we go.
You were just a second quicker.
And her HK as well. There you go. Oh, that's very nice. Well, welcome in, Fleur.
So let's see how kind this seed is to us. Again, if it's just somewhere in Spirit Temple that the light arrows are, we'll be done in about 10-15 minutes. If it is, if the light arrows are somewhere mirror shield locked, we are in casino mode. And this can go anywhere from 15 minutes to another hour, hour and a half. Killer Beans, that blame Ginger command changed when Ginger rolled that wonderful 50 out of 54 skull seed. We saw Armos push in DC from both runners.
One after another as well, so you had to watch it twice.
Friends, if you didn't see that race, oh dear, it's an early boss key. If you didn't see that race, do check out the VOD. It's wonderful.
I mean, if you want to see really good on-the-fly skull routing, considering that you just get dropped into, oh, all of a sudden there's 50.
Hmm.
Like out of 54.
And the way that
they
seed
did really
and
good.
the way that the seed tells you that, you get a bottle as your path item.
Bottle in fields, let's go.
Oh gosh, yeah. And it was the only possible path item at that point. Okay, let's stop reminiscing about further seeds. This is child locked. Puppy gets to age change twice more at least.
Yeah, when he went into spirit, I was thinking, what if it's child locked? That would be pretty nasty.
It is.
Oh, the seed started off quite nice, but it's really deciding to stick the knife in at the end.
Yeah.
This could be a well play, like Totoro's in chat beseeching him to check the
No,
well.
Puppy is going to check the child side of GTG. Get that key and progress into child side of Spirit Temple. Get that key and progress further into Spirit Temple in the hopes that he doesn't need the mirror shield.
We haven't got Requiem, so he can't even get there until he gets Requiem.
Oh,
fuck me, dude.
folks,
That is.
thank you for your comment on that scene.
There we go.
Chimpanreeve. That is
it.
Admin Reeve as we know him. Folks, get your predictions in. You can predict, will mirror
Also,
shield be
if I accidentally
required?
deleted the mirror shield on the light arrow cutscene, I'm fucked.
Oh.
Let's hope that didn't happen.
Did we see Lex on either runner?
I don't think so.
I sense a problem.
Kinra saving us, says Happy did it and it was a recovery heart.
Yeah. But yeah, folks, get your predictions in. We don't have much time. You know what? I'm gonna say that seed is gonna be merciful.
Going against your better judgment.
So that one of our
I'm gonna remain neutral. I caused it, so cursed enough. I don't want to uncurse it. I want to let it do its work.
the time to not curse it was was your decision, or was the point you decided to call it a jet seed 5 minutes in?
I mean, any opportunity I can get to disprove the commentary curse, I'll take. And obviously it keeps proving it, double-edged sword. But, one day, it won't. And then I'll go, haha, see? There's no such thing. And nobody will believe me. But,
I forgot that Hell Knight was Luxembourgish, and the Luxembourgians all speak like 4 languages, so...
Oh yeah, after Hell Knight's race yesterday, I was on the Happy's restream and I heard Hell Knight speaking some French. I've not heard him actually speak French, so that was quite interesting.
Imagine that. Okay, here's Poppy going back adult after finding the key on child side. Oh, mirror in Wasteland is totally possible. None of our runners chose to check that. Come on, Chimp! Get down there! Don't...
Chimp,
oh, come on.
Just look. Just look.
Give it a look. I mean, it would be rude. That would be very rude from the game.
I guess they're just like, best case scenario. Gonna go. Spirit will be fine. I don't need anything else. Gonna go. I'm gonna go pick up my light arrows and go beat the game. He's gonna be sad and disappointed, obviously. Happy is a long way ahead at this point.
This chimp, by the way, choosing the vanilla way to get across the wasteland. And yeah, using the lens of truth as it is intended.
Intended lens of truth? What is it?
Oh, this might just be light arrows.
Uh-oh.
Oh, game, come on. Be a little more rude.
If you're going to get a mirror shield, that is the best place to get it, isn't it? It's like that for
It
Auras.
is.
If you're going to get Auras, that room in GTG was perfect.
On the other hand, means that I get to bed at a reasonable hour, so I'm not complaining too hard.
Like, after all this, it will still be on Twin Road, though. You know that, right? You're still going to have to see the entirety of Spirit. But,
Word.
at least we know. That's important.
Chimp going back out, learning that Vanilla Requiem, important for him.
He hopes he doesn't have to use it, but he's going to find out in about a minute's time. He is going to need to use it. He'll feel really bad.
Okay, but this seed could have been much nastier if Mirror Shield had been something else, or somewhere else rather. Could have been in water, could have been in bottom of the well. And Poppy playing into the hope that Mirror Shield is actually the thing that locks this seed. Not doing Child Climb first, going for the adult side of the temple. Nope, Poppy does not have light arrows. They are somewhere in Spirit Temple.
So it's not our first mirror shield. Okay.
The Pepega is back!
Of course. Like, this seed really has made our runners, like, go all over the place, dip in and out of multiple places. It can't feel fun to run. Dipping so many places and then having to come back again.
Oh, key chest. Kinda need that. Actually, no, it was a small chest. Okay. And last check on the adult side has... I'm sure Poppy is gonna turn the mirrors. Thanks, Kinra. And that might be it. No! It's a slingshot!
Hey, slingshot inside. Let's go.
This seed is trolling us. Not just the runners, us as well.
I love a good troll seed. Could be. Could be some veteran. Could be that if it's not on Twin Rover and Chimp wraps a little bit better, could swing it back.
He's gonna check Shout Climb and Map Chest first. Logically. Could just be here. Could have saved ourselves a lot of trouble if you did Dins first, puppy. Like so. There they are. Go mode, true go mode for puppy.
Yep. GG's. I think. Happy.
Mirror Shield was not required. We can pay that bet out.
And off he goes. Useful Aura's wins.
Yep, and Puppy is definitely gonna win this now. He would literally need to die to Ganondorf, I think, Ganon 2 or 3 times.
Now, with this result, this does leave open the possibility of a 3-way tie first. Because Pappy will be on 2-1, Tudos will be on 2-1, and Chimp will be on 1-1 with Lefty to play tomorrow. So if Chimp loses this one and wins tomorrow, then we'll have a 3-way tie from this group. Which for Group DK64, 3-way tie to get out of it, I mean, that seems reasonable.
Sure. D. Group D. It has so far Tudos at 2-1, Chimp at 1-0, Puppy at 1-1, and will probably then be 2-1. And Puppy probably pretty safe in moving on. Well, unless, of course, Chimp wins his last match against Lefty, which is tomorrow, by the way.
Chimp wins against Lefty, and we have a 3-way tie, but we'll have to have a playoff. For a tiebreaker, anyway.
Here's Ganon. I think that cut off in the middle, but here's Ganon. Probably the only time we see it today. I mean, Chimp could earn himself some time back by doing the check at the bottom of this statue first, or at least before climbing.
I mean, I might still finish, or he might not. But this is a big win for Pappy because he really needs. If he lost this one, then he probably would be out. But at the very least, he's guaranteed a tiebreaker. So yeah, this group, that match tomorrow is going to be huge to decide.
We'll decide for Puppy and Chimp if they are out or in of the tiebreaker, or if there will be a tiebreaker, in fact.
And Tudos as well, obviously will be sweating a little bit, because that tiebreaker will also involve them. And Chimp going to make up a little bit of time.
Saved himself a lot of time, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough.
It's about a chickens in terms of time difference.
It really has turned out to be that way. It's, but they should both sub 3, so that wasn't too bad.
Oh yeah. Get your GGs in chat, everyone. It is time for Poppy to win this race. With a time of 2:54.41, I present you your winner, Poppy Grande. GG's.
GG's, Puppy, keeping the group alive to the very last round. What we like. And Chimp understandably deciding to carry on and finish anyway.
At this point, you might as well. And it looks like Puppy is going to join us for a short interview. Short, I'm sure, because the folks at the French Restream are also waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have questions for Puppy, chat, now's the time.
And for the second time today, within the space of about 3 minutes, we're going to have more bacon. So, hope you're hungry.
Good question from Torterra. The decision to do horseback archery was huge for Puppy. So what made him do that?
Yeah, because Chimp, we know, was because he only had 3 arrows, but Pappy technically had enough. So that's a really good question.
Only 5 though.
Because for a minute there, it looked like it saved Chimp, and that would be the break that would give him the... And in fact, yeah, if Pappy had indeed gone further into GTG, then Chimp would have won this one. Easily.
Let's see. And we are joined by Puppy.
Hey,
Salut, Pappy. GG.
merci, thanks. Oh, he's on Ganon. Oh,
Yep,
Yeah, it's really
he
close.
is, to coin a phrase, he is about 1 chickens behind.
one. Okay. Because of Kak way to Goma.
Yep.
Yeah, he did
cleared
chickens
Pack
pretty
entirely.
early.
Okay.
So skipping chickens was the flavor seed. That's evidence.
Yeah, and my last fight against Ganon was so awful. And the spirit, I did all the dungeon because of I didn't have some magic, and I was so mad. That's why I chopped
So
on Ganondorf.
I was wondering why you decided to do the entire adult climb first. You didn't have the magic to do Din's Fire?
No. When I went to the map chest in Spirit, I tried twice to do Din's Fire, but I didn't have enough magic.
Oh
So I
no.
decided to do all the dungeon to get magic in the Becca chest, in the room of Becca chest. And I was so mad when I saw that the light arrows was on this chest. And just I was thinking about, okay, I'm losing the race because I didn't have some magic at this moment. And that's why in Ganondorf I made 3 cycles on Ganondorf. And the end of the race was very, very difficult for me. And when I saw that was Spirit, I wanted everywhere, and except the Spirit Temple.
Well, we were hoping. First of all, welcome in Chimp and GG's.
Oh, yeah,
Jim,
sorry,
you-
someone dragged me in. I wasn't quite ready for that.
Hey, Chim, GG.
Hey, GG's, Pappy.
Thanks.
Congrats
was,
on a race well run.
Yeah, that was a logical doozy.
Oh, and
That's for sure.
why I have once again a race with an item in Jabu Stone? why in Challenge Cup, every race I do, there is an item. In Jabuston, it's not possible.
I'd quite like some bomb chews, personally. That's 2 races in a row with 0 bomb chews, and that's not fantastic.
Well, at least bombs were available early this time.
True, but just
Yep.
sometimes the convenience of chews is all you need, and that's 2 in a row. I've not had a single chew. Just let me nuke the eyes. Let me show off.
Spent all that time practicing.
I know.
So when Ganondorf said the light arrows are in Spirit Temple, we were theory crafting what would be the meanest possible way. The answer would have, of course, been Mirror Shield locked with Mirror Shield in water with Iron Boots.
No.
Well,
No way.
Iron Boots somewhere, I don't know, maybe somewhere deep in GTG, or even better, Iron Boots
Ganon
in
Castle?
the bottom of the well.
Oh
The mean-
Or
yeah, of
Ganon's
course.
Castle.
The meanest thing would have been if the mirror shield was on my light arrow cutscene, which I deleted. So that'd have been pretty mean.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I accidentally deleted light arrow cutscene. I was like, whoops, I hope it's not there.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was very afraid about the mirror shield. When I saw it in in Spirit, well, I saw it was okay. Just it's
relief.
perfect. Yeah, it's okay. No problem. We can do Spirit Temple. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I hated Spirit. That was my worst possible location to get because I'd not been to Desert. I didn't know where Requiem was, and I was like, "Well, this sucks." And I forgot to reset Farore's Wind in GTG when I got the Kokiri sword. So I was like, "Oh god, I can't even fucking just warp and travel across." So I had to go the whole way. I think I lost this specifically due to hiking. Really, I spent a lot of time hiking when I didn't really need to in the end.
From our perspective, you're about a chickens behind.
I'm not blaming chickens. I think chickens was the right call.
There is something on chickens.
Yeah, there's a lens on chickens.
Ah, okay. I was thinking about the lens or even a wallet because of CAC way to Goma and market way to Goma too. I was thinking about the Kokiri sword in the central pillar in water.
Oh god!
If there was a wallet in the chickens, and but no, it was more simple. But I had to check my VOD because I didn't remember the song on the windmill.
It was Nocturne.
Yeah. So I remember it was Nocturne, and so I went to Archery Gerudo Archery. Gerudo. Horseback Archery. Yep.
Yeah, we were wondering why you chose to do that instead of continuing in GTG.
Because Epona was behind the.
Yeah, Epona was real deep.
Yep.
So... And it made sense that it had to sort of be behind Shadow, and because the bow was on Bongo and Epona was on Nocturne.
Nocturne, yep.
Yeah, it just kind of made sense.
In CAC way of the hero, yes. So I didn't do all GTG. Yeah.
I would have done more of GTG, but I ran out of arrows, so I left.
that kind of saved you some time there, Jim.
It saved me about 6 minutes, so I was pretty happy with that. And
I mean, if Pappy had decided to press further into GTG and you'd done the big brain HBA play, then again,
I was really hoping that Pappy would get baited into Song of Storms. When I got Storms, I was like, oh, something could be behind this because it was behind Shadow. But
you could just hoping that Pappy was somewhere in the bottom of the well.
Yeah, I was like, please follow Storms and not Epona, because my child one was like super long, and I was like, okay, if you've just done like everything I've done, then you're probably ahead because you probably didn't have a longer child one. But if you've managed to get baited by Storms, then I might have a chance. I actually felt reasonably confident heading up to Ganon's Castle the second time, and then you finished as I entered. I was like, oh fuck.
Well, I saw so many races in season 5 with long child didn't pay. So no, I try to go to adult early as possible. I didn't get to Saria in my child one. I didn't get to the lake. I didn't do the valet, and I try to not to have a long first child, and maybe I think it's better in this season. I don't know why, really, but it's just a feeling.
I was the complete opposite, and I think my child one lasted about 45 minutes.
Correct.
Oh,
yeah, so it was quite long. But I actually went to Jabu real quick after my adult one.
Okay. Well, I saw the boomerang in my I found the boomerang in my adult one. I found the hint for Cool first to Bongo after, but I didn't want to go to. I didn't want to think. Okay, it's a Jabu. Not once again. It's not possible. So I went. That's why.
To be the scale.
Yep. Yep. And I went to Ice Cavern because I was hoping. I was hoping to Song of Storm, and I hope it was Overboots in a grotto, Song of Storm in Coquille Forest, something like that. And I thought it's this check. I don't go to Jabu and I save 10 minutes. So, but no, it was Bolero. That was pretty cool to have Bolero. I get to fire quite quickly. So it was okay. You did Ice Cavern too?
No, I didn't do ice.
Oh!
No, I did. I completely skipped ice. I was like, okay, I could go to ice or I could go to Jabu, and I was like, maybe it's just something behind storms in forest, but all I've got at the minute is this boomerang. Scale doesn't make sense. The bombs don't make sense. So fuck it, let's just go. And then I went to Jabu instead. Never touched ice. Never even considered it really. I only considered it when Ganon was like, "Hey, it's in spirit." I was like, "Oh man, is it just going to be Requiem and ice?" And I'm going to need that because that means I lose automatically. But no, I didn't touch ice. To be fair, like once I went to Jabu, the rest of my seed was pretty flawless. If I like in terms of routing, it's just because I took so long to get there, I kind of fucked myself over.
But I went I didn't wait early to Jabu. It was 1 hour and a half, something like that.
I don't quite have it in my notes, but that sounds about right. You were basically in Jabu at just about the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Again, it's just because the start of my seed
was because of your
so lengthy that I was just a bit buggered. But never mind. That's what I get for being conservative. Well, I did loads of hiking. I went down to Lake as Child. I went down Valley and just made sure that I tried to get as many path hints cleared as possible. I was like, okay, if I can get everything as Child, then I don't need to come back for a while, and hopefully I find my Kokiri sword quite quick. That didn't happen.
That Kokiri sword was deep in the seed.
Oh yeah.
When we saw that second path hint to Queen Goma, we all kind of scratched our heads and were like, "Wait, this can't be for the slingshot."
Yeah,
oh no,
that was quite spooky. Yeah, when I had the slingshot and there was 2 hints to Kokiri sword, and when neither of them with the slingshot, I was like, "Oh, this is terrifying."
There was nothing in CAC except the lens, but I didn't have the lens, and I was
lens and 2 songs.
2 songs.
Nocturne was in fact the path into Queen Goma from CAC.
Yeah, Nocturne made sense.
Yeah,
and Epona.
Nocturne into Epona. I thought I was absolutely like Torteras just mentioned there. I was absolutely convinced there was going to be a bow in Lake. So I was climbing that lab. I was like, okay, well, this is my bow, and then I can do and I can probably cheese big bow or something. And then it wasn't
just you.
Then it was Dins. I was like, Dins. What's Dins doing here?
When I saw Dins, I was the same.
I think my first reaction was, "Excuse me."
What?
I just had to stand there for a few seconds. I was like, that's.
And it's the second time since I began the randomizer that I have the first hook, the first bow in Bongo Bongo.
That's the first time that's ever happened to me.
That was so stupid.
Yeah, I was pretty worried because I was like, wait, what if there's nothing on Bongo? Does that mean I've got to follow the song? What if that song is just something I could have bypassed going to ice? Am I fucked? And then it was the fucking bow?
Yeah, hopefully we had the long shot because we didn't have any wallet at this moment. There was a wallet in
there was one on
bowling.
yeah.
Both of you just skipped that.
Yep.
Yeah, no need. I had the Goron tunic beforehand. I was like, well, I don't really need this.
Yeah, the same for me. But when I saw I did not have any bow to do shadow, I was thinking about this wallet and about the shoes in Westland. Say okay, so but I didn't have any Epona or Requiem or Longshot at this moment, so it was not a problem. But well, it's not very easy to go in shadow without bow, but it's okay.
Did you go in without the long shot then?
No. I had the
You
long
had
shot
the
at
long
this
shot.
moment.
Okay,
Yeah. The first time I had only hook shot. I went just to check before I had other boots, and
Yeah, same.
and I found strength 2. No,
was that your strength
what?
2? Was it?
Not what is how is it possible? Okay, though Deans to Phantom Ganon, but we found strength 2 at the beginning of Shadow. I said, "Oh, what is this logic?" Nah, I don't understand anything. But
That was my first strength, so I was like, "Huh, that's even weirder."
Where was the first strength?
I imagine you found yours in Goron City.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And the third. Ah, we on a big pose.
Big pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also
brain to what?
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh God!" Actually, I was honestly hoping that might save me a bit. I was like, "Oh, if lights are in light trial, that might benefit me a little bit because that's not an easy check to just get." But unlucky, you got it anyway, and you found the thing first. So
it was a great race.
It was a great race to watch. It was a great race to commentate.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, Papi, for winning. Commiserations to you, Chimp. You now have it in your own hands. Whether you go into a 3-way tiebreaker with Lefty and Tudos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, it's not. It's not left. No, it's not Lefty.
With Papi and Tudos, you get to face each other again, possibly.
Oh.
If Chimp wins against Lefty tomorrow, that's what I meant. Lefty and Chimp are gonna battle it out tomorrow to see if we are going to see a 3-way tiebreaker in your group, and yeah, it's all in Chimp's hands in the end.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
Perfect.
At least you don't depend on someone else to do it for you, I guess.
I'd rather depend on someone else. I'm less nervous that way.
Fair enough.
I can just blame them.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But in any case, thank you very much for putting on a hell of a show. And I'm going to use this moment to shout out everyone who made this restream possible. Our runners, again, if you aren't following them, chat, then you need to fix that. Our trackers, who are Mighty Mouse, Chuckles, and Killer Beans, who all chipped in to keep us updated on what's going on in this seed. Our restreamer Hell Knight, as always, who was powering through some
booster shot misery.
Booster shot misery at the moment. And of course, my co-commentator Gingersonny.
Thanks for the restream, everyone.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Papi, I imagine Zoro is waiting for you in the French restream.
That's why I didn't want to drag this interview out forever. I'm sure the French restreamers are waiting for their chance to ask you all the important questions as well. So thank you very much for joining us.
I'd join, but I don't know French, so all I say to that is putain.
Well, good luck for tomorrow, Chimp.
Yeah, thanks, Papi. Hopefully see you in a tiebreaker.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, do you have anything else to say to us or to Gingersonny for rolling this wonderful seed?
I mean, it was a terrible seed. Logically quite clever. I liked it in terms of logic because it was very interesting. But those light arrows can go fuck themselves.
The light arrows in spirit. When he said, "You'll never find my light arrows in spirit," I just chuckled to myself.
Horrendous. It couldn't have been worse. It could have been anywhere else apart from Temple of Time. That would have been pretty bad. But outside of that, it literally couldn't have been worse. But hey ho, it is what it is. It was close, and
it was close. Yeah,
I did scream in like anguish when I saw Pappy finish because I was
so
really close, and I was genuinely feeling quite confident. But unfortunately, again, too long child won, and I dare say he was probably ahead pretty much the entire race at that point because of how long that lasted. So this is what it is. Need to tighten that up a bit, be a little less conservative in my next race, and watch that burn me.
Of course, because that's what Rando does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how can you be more conservative than doing chickens?
Hey, I'm telling you, chickens was the right play. There was nothing wrong with doing chickens that seed. It made sense.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was an early
a,
chickens, and you had the ability to route in other chicks because you hadn't done adult CAC.
and
yet,
it was a path in. So it was like in the end, I would have, even if I hadn't done it then, I would have done it afterwards because it was a path in. So it just made sense. And again, to be fair, it gave me a lot of information in terms of okay, I know what's on CAC, I know what can and can't be logic wise. So I had no issue doing chickens. The issue wasn't chickens. The issue was me being slow. So,
I mean, you were promising us terrible execution and at least one banana, and I think you delivered on one of these promises.
I delivered on both of those promises. Thank you very much.
I don't think so. In the very beginning, Poppy managed to, or Poppy didn't quite manage to make it into Zora's domain.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you
kind
did
of
that
abandoned that, and meanwhile, you got that first try. So,
the cuckoo jump.
Yep.
Yeah, for all the good of it, did you? Because there was nothing. But you did.
I mean, domain is garbage. Like that was my issue. Is that my first 6 minutes was rerouting Zora's domain in, and it was fucking useless.
Fair.
Like if I don't do that and just go forwards, then I win, right? So that's that's why I put this down to. It's just a slow start.
Okay, yeah, but Rendo is gonna Rendo in that case.
To be fair, there wasn't really a way of avoiding that ball on the top of river. Like I was like, okay, well, if anyone gets that ball, they rush ice. If Pappy sees this ball, he rushes ice probably, and lo and behold, he did. So had to be done really. Shame there was nothing on skulls. Route them in pretty hard.
Well, I mean, we can't have every seed be a Gingersonny 50 out of 54 skulls monstrosity. Jesus Christ. I still have trauma from that seed, I'm sorry.
That would just get really boring as well. Too much of it. Moderation. It's important.
Mm-hmm. Wise words.
That's it from me. Thank you very much again for the restream.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, GG's good race. No, just the good thing is your next race is tomorrow, so you don't have too long to sort of think about it.
That is true. My English will